What's up, y'all? We back in the video man. Hey, y'all. Today, the Rockets gonna be going against the Lakers. So it's lit. I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna watch. See who go win.
Welcome to the 2K TV Thanksgiving special. We are talking about what we're thankful for this week. What are you thankful for, Chris?
Lots of things. Health, family, friends, and of course...
I think I know what you're going to say.
I am going to say it. The cover athlete, Anthony Davis. My Lakers are back, and I love it so much.
It is... I bet the Lakers gonna win, bro, because the Lakers got a good game in the street.
PJ Tucker. At the other forward position, PJ Tucker. And now your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Standing 6'5", number 1. Standing 6'6", number 14. Standing 7, number 7. JaVale McGee. At the other forward position, standing 6'10", number 3. Anthony Davis. At the other guard position, standing 6'9", number 23. LeBron James. Your home team head coach is Frank Vogel. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
They got 17 wins, y'all.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Harden.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the first spot. Yes, it's good. James has got the game going here with the first basket for the Lakers. This is a game you and I have been looking forward to for a long time. Two teams that have been absolutely terrific of late.
Yeah, you look at these teams, Kevin, and they play together. They play for each other, which is always great to see. But you know what? Something's got to give tonight. It should be quite a show.
Ready with your popcorn, buckled in, harnessed in, ready to go?
Ready to roll.
Now, Green, after Westbrook's missed 3. Lakers working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. And here's James. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his bucket.
Now he's Harden.
Harden scanning the floor.
Here's Harden. And
It's hauled
that's
in by Los
this.
Angeles. They
That
defeated
shot
the
got
Wizards
missed
in their
right
last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the
It
game
is
today
6-0,
about stretching
y'all.
the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
So here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Anthony Davis.
Oh,
And Westbrook
the
gets it to go.
basket, Westbrook.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's LeBron. 23 points for him the last game against Washington.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And so it's Houston with it. Following the basket by LeBron James. Three-pointer. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Second chance shot. And Davis lays it in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping
Good
for.
start for
Yeah,
them, yo.
shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
To the middle. Here's Harden. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
Here's LeBron.
LeBron with the
James
dunk.
throws it down.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
And block. That one goes
Ooh,
careening off the
good block,
glass.
McGee.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority,
Good block.
I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length
Let's see, let's
to deny
with the
shots
foul,
at the
y'all.
rim.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Take a
You know,
break.
guys, we've
Take a
really
break.
seen them do a
Two
lot
shots.
of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
First one falls for him.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
He is both
Well,
equal.
you know, last season for the Rockets, not as strong as the season prior. 53 wins and 4th seed compared to 65 wins and the #1 seed in 2018. Still face the same fate in the playoffs, though. Not able to overcome the Warriors.
And the basket is good. Westbrook's got 5.
Like how
The Lakers
confident
shooting
Westbrook
75% from the
close to
field,
the rim.
y'all.
Gets
Good
high off
numbers
the
for
ground
them.
and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Howard. No points in the game yet. He's looking for his first points of the game, y'all.
Howard kicks to Davis. Here's James.
LeBron with the game. LeBron with the
Ron
slam,
James
boy.
knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Clark for the Rockets. That was the 4th time in the last 5 years they've lost to the Warriors in the playoffs.
And it's easy to see why this team has become a bit obsessed with beating the Warriors. They've been unable to do it in 4 or 5 meetings. The team is still in a good spot to compete. I think they just need to tweak just a touch to maybe get over the hump.
Here's Davis following the basket by Russell Westbrook. LeBron outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here over Westbrook. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Capella
And
says
the dunk by
down.
Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
And he's Danny Green.
Green passes to Howard.
Here's Howard.
And Capella sends it back. And he gets it back.
Second chance points are the deal, y'all. But Dwight Howard,
Gets trailed by
these
the
first
7.
points of the game, y'all.
And now the first time
They can
out
get
call
timeout.
here for the Rockets. You look at James. What a contribution.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
They can never go slow him down.
changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Green, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Davis. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Capella. Cephalosha comes in for Danuel House. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
That's good.
Bucket.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Los Angeles leading by 5. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. The Lakers number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Rivers, great D that time from Howell.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here is Cook. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. It's Kuzma top the key. Here's Cook. Poked away.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. Over Chandler. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. For the second quarter of basketball.
Who gets the N1 basketball?
Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. And it's Chandler. And it's Thabo Cephalosha. And it's Tucker in at the 4-man position. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Do you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
Here's Rivers.
Yep.
No good.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2
ball
for him.
foul.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hondo's checked in.
Here comes Rondo. Rondo's ready. Like, he ready. He's so ready.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles
LeBron
Lakers.
James still back in there. He's still in the game.
Was 9.
He's still in the game.
Here's James.
Here's LeBron.
To the left side wing. Howard finds James.
Here's LeBron.
It's rebounded by
No
Houston.
good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Rondo against Rivers.
Here's
Down low.
Rivers.
Pass to Cephalosha.
Here's Cephalosha. Here's Cephalosha.
Chandler trying to free himself up.
No good,
Kuzma
what?
with the defensive effort. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Miami. Back to James, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Saturday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against the Suns, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Now here's McLemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Rivers.
Here's Rivers.
The Rockets with another miss. Lakers leading by 5. Kuzma, left side.
Here's Kuzma.
And
That's
he gets
good.
that one to go off the front iron. Kuzma's got his first basket.
The timing, the rhythm.
They need a
Really does a
timeout.
nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch and shoot jumpers.
Timeout called the Rockets. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is
Perfect
checked in
leads.
for Howard.
That's good for Russell.
Contavious
That's good.
Caldwell Pope comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. James Harden, he's checked in
Rondo.
for Cephalosha. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers.
Oh.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And Capella sends it back. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Pass to McGee. Here's Rondo. The Lakers rebound.
Here's
Goes up
McGee.
again.
That's
The
good.
shot's good from McGee. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass. And, you know, you look at the way Clint Capella's offensive role has expanded the last few years. He's great in the
Here's
pick and
Harden.
roll as an option at the
That's
top of the
good.
key, and he's actually seeing
On the
more and
floor,
more
man.
touches as a finisher at the rim. The next step in his development being a back to the
The
basket.
Lakers lead by 5
Here's
points,
Rondo.
y'all.
James Harden picking up that last basket. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Capella. Westbrook passes to House. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. And with Capella, Clark, the numbers don't lie. He is a big factor on offense now.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, his hands have gotten better. That's not something you can always see in a big guy, is improvement in his hands, but he's gotten better in catching and finishing. I love the way he moves and is always ready for the pass. He catches some
Green.
tough stuff in traffic, and he gives you
Here's
all the bits of
Davis.
the
That's
offense
good.
with high-level defense, too. You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Westbrook against
Here's
Rondo.
Westbrook. No good.
Westbrook, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The pass to Rondo. We've got 1:18 left here in
Rondo's
the
cook.
second.
Here's Russell Westbrook.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down
Russell
hard.
Westbrook with the
And you
jam.
know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him.
Anthony Davis.
Throws it down. The
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly. You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Quinn Cooks checked in for Rajon Rondo. And he's good on the second. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Capella, the pass to Cephalosha. And the
Harden.
by Harden.
Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Here is Cook, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Here's Davis.
And
his
Capella
block.
sends it back. And it's Houston on the break.
Here's Westbrook. No
But he
good.
recovers it.
He gets it back though.
There's a 4-second difference
That's
in
a
the
travel.
shot clock to the
That's
game
a
clock. Looks like the illegal kick was set.
That's illegal
right. That'll get their
screen.
attention.
Yes.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy
15
call.
seconds.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Davis.
Here's Davis.
Nice yet again.
Here's Davis.
And always
Ooh.
right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And that concludes the first half. Lakers ahead, leading by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be the aggressor. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. And the shot is good.
LeBron got 12 points.
Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? The direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot.
All right.
Can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Harden. He has 6.
Here's Harden.
Hands it from downtown.
That's good for 3 pointers.
He's got 9.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under.
Rockets trail by 7. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Puts it up from 15. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Green, the pass to Davis.
It's Davis. That's good.
From the baseline and nails it. He's got 12.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now, here's Westbrook.
McGee with the
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Here is House. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end. Averaging about 12.5 points a game. Capella. And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground. Because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Danny Green. Houston also making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Capella. Ben McLemore comes in for Danuel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Now here's James. Outside Rondo.
Too much space. Rondo, you could have popped that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for LeBron. And a change for the Rockets. Cephalosha's checked in. Now here is McGee. He's got 6. Here's Caruso. Tipped away. Dishes to McGee. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Rockets trail by 13.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and
snatched that ball out of his hand.
Here's Cook. He can't hit that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to McLemore. Here's the teardrop, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on JaVale McGee. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
That free throw good for McLemore.
Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take threes as often as possible. Over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application in how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range. Broke their own record last year in three-point attempts.
And McLemore drops them both.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Here is Cook. Let's it go with a 3. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 11. Kuzma with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Kuzma passes to Howard. Outside for Davis.
Here's Davis.
Chandler with the
block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Rivers. D right on him. McLemore, the pass to Rivers. Pass to Chandler. Here's McLemore.
No good.
And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shoots from the corner, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Cephalosha. And it's House, and at the 3, the small forward.
Here's Davis.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
First free throw is good. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Here is House. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Harden can't hit.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't
It's
give him
green.
too good.
That's good for 3-point range.
One's good. Green.
I'm in 2-point range.
Rockets trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
For
Here's
three,
it.
Westbrook
Let's
connects
do
from
it.
3-point range.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Pass to Caldwell Pope.
Here's
Shoots over
Caldwell
Capella.
Pope.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. For three. The shot missing.
Ooh.
Lakers leading by
Sorry,
14.
I'm not.
Caldwell Pope outside. And stolen by Cephalosha. Here's Harden. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Now here's Cook.
It's it loose.
Russell Westbrook at the steal.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by
Here's
Caldwell
Harden.
Pope.
That's good for
Harden gets
3-point
to go in on
range.
the assist by House. 14 points for James Harden.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And LeBron subbed in for Cook. And the Rockets making a change here as well. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. And here is Los Angeles now. 17 points was their biggest margin. 6 to shoot. Back to James.
Here's LeBron.
Go. And the
That's
foul
good.
Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. And LeBron James gets it to go.
King LeBron James. Where King James?
Rockets trail by 11. Outside Westbrook. Shoots the three. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Davis. And the pass to Green. Harden against James.
That's good for LeBron.
He's 9 of 12 with that basket. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the 3-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Here is House following the basket by LeBron James.
Here's House.
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce
Anthony
back.
Davis, that's good.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
And that
Anthony
one goes
Davis,
for
that's
Davis.
good.
You know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs
Here's
since
Russell.
2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout and listen to Frank Vogel talk to his team, he told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep
Here's Caldwell.
Thank you, David.
That's good.
Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope with the handles to take advantage of his foot speed.
And here's Westbrook from the arc.
No good again.
Here's Capella. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Here's LeBron.
LeBron can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Harden.
That's good for Harden.
For his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Outside, Green. Back to James. Good, and it's
Green. Good for LeBron.
And that's 20 points for LeBron.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 13. 1:19 left in the fourth. Harden against Green. Now, here is Harden. It's stolen by Green. Fast break. The Lakers. Green leading the charge.
And clearly, we will not be
perfect release.
A spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Now here is McGee. Harden missing his last shot. Pass to Green. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Davis. Shoots over Capella. Open jump shot off the mark.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend. We have to play for one another, and we have to.
LeBron was only 10 for 15.
It's not about the individual, it's about the team. And if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Get that out there, boy. Snatching that ball out your hand. Dwight Howard snatching that ball out his hand. If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so you never miss an upload. And go follow me on PS4, y'all, at Tonio112593. Peace, y'all. Love y'all. I will see y'all in my next video.